Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Another day, another reference to the Mini Cooper that's not getting finished. My son's actually on a Navy ship right now, so who knows when that's going to get fixed. He'll be back, and then he goes again, and then he goes, yeah. But today, I'm going to do Jeep things. Jeep things? Thing. Is it an A or an I? I forget. I like the A, but on our last trip, last time we really used this was in December, and when we towed it behind the RV to Myrtle Beach. While we were there, stopped shifting, and then found out the one of the oil cooler lines had rubbed through on the frame right near the right up here near the front of the radiator. So I did a temporary fix on that, which worked for the time being. But it started seeping again, and I did order the oil cooler lines, the trans cooler lines, as you can see. And I'm gonna put them on today. So let me get to it. I think so that I'm not working over the tire. I'm at least gonna take the tire out, but I may take the inner fender well out because it just looks like it's gonna be easier to do it that way. And then, yeah, then I'll get underneath it and I'll show you and talk through. It should be simple, right? There's fittings on the front of it that screw into the radiator. Side of the radiator has a tank, and that tank has fittings in it. That's how it cools it. And then the other two fittings go into the transmission. So in theory, it's easy. And there should be a couple of clamps along the way that hold it in place. Should be. So fingers crossed, this is a fairly quick job, but enough wasting your time. Let's do it. Well, getting the fender guard is pretty easy out. These little fender washers and the right tool, this little tool, I got one that's Mac that it's too wide. This little cheap one I got with a kit is better. This one too wide as well, but be careful that you can damage this fender, so just take it easy if you're trying not to hurt something. These little ones here are in here. They're tough, almost easier to drill them out. But the rest of them came out real easy. But I've got a kit, so I'll be able to replace those. But here's this end. Here's my repair. That's my repair there. This one was just to protect this power steering line, which I need to address. But this line rubbed through the power steering line, which is a stouter line, and then started leaking. And all I did was slip a hose on there and then put a clamp right over the top of where it was leaking at. So someone's already been in here clearly with these zip ties are not factory, so we'll have to see about that. And then yeah, it looks like it runs down here and then over that way, then turns right. There's a plastic clip there, and you can barely see them up there. Keep running, and then there. So I'm gonna get a pan out and put it underneath the back, and then I'll find a pan for up here, and we'll get because this is going to leak, so just know this is going to leak. Once I get these off, I'll look at this line a little better. Like I said, they've got these protectors. This is one, and the other one were not my protectors, so I'm going to make sure this one is protected. All right, I'm gonna do these front clips first. Since I'm here, I took the, I just used these cutters and took these zip ties off. So what it looks like they did, so these, I don't know why, but, so I don't know if you can see here, but there's a little metal clip right there. And that metal clip is gonna hold this fitting of the line in. And these plastic pieces are supposed to go on top of it and cover this clip so that it doesn't pop out. For some reason they put a zip tie around the clips and then a zip tie on top of the, I don't even know. So they use zip ties to be the clips. So first thing I'm gonna do is get a little brake clean on this. Well, sure. There we go. Now, hopefully one-handed, I can get this clip out. My little simple screwdriver. All right, so it looks like it goes that up this way. There it is, that's the clip. Pretty simple. Oh, let me put it where I can find it. And let's try to get the other one out. Which way you go? Which way do you go, George? Right on it. That way. Come on. All right, there it is. I didn't lose it, but it's over here. Now let's see if the lines will pull out. Should have been that. Yeah, that's that easy. Look at that. There they are. And there they leak. So yeah, that's all there is to it. Now let's trace these back. All right, well, I'm laying directly under the vehicle. That way, my fingers pointing is the driver's side. And as you can see up there, hopefully, there's one. Not easy, but not difficult to get to. And the other one is up there. So after I take this one out, I may loosen this bracket for the shifter. And there's two torques there. Looks like 25 or T30. And then I should get more access to that top one. So that's the plan. I mean, it probably would be easier to drop this axle, but it's not easy. I could take the axle loose and bring it down, but dropping it, and it would kind of be in my way the way I'm laying. So I don't think that's a good idea. So if it comes to it, I will. But yeah, the other thing I noticed down here is for 2007, this thing looks pretty good. I mean, the frame rail up here looks brand new because it's covered in, we've got a nice slow coating of transmission fluid, but the rest of it looks pretty good. So, all right. I don't know if I can get you guys in here, but I'm not even gonna try. I'm gonna try to get these off, but that's where they're at. I'll bring you back in if there's any problems and talk about this bracket if I need to pull it off. The good news is things only escalated slightly. As you can see here, I took off this skid plate. And actually, I got the tools out. I was about to take off the bracket, just like I said I was going to, but I didn't. And I was actually thinking about taking off the drive shaft and maybe bunging it to the driver's side, but I was able to get my hand up here, get to that other one. What made me the most angry is this thing. I don't know how, but I think the transmission fluid is flowing uphill, and through that, it was just everywhere. So yeah, 6 pieces of pig mat. It missed the pan here. It's a mess. So I jammed it back in there, and then I'm gonna work from the front and work my way back. I've got this one here, this clip here. I'll take off after I get it off and put it on. This one is the one that's actually connected. And then the one up front I don't think is connected, so let me get that one up. Should be easy. All right, well, let's see what we got here. I did put zip ties back on. These, on this end especially, those little clips things, they just didn't, I don't know, they just didn't feel like they were solid. So I just put on, so they're on the clips, on the metal clips, and then the zip tie is on the back end of the plastic clip to hold it on there. And then I got, I think this is 5/8, maybe 3/8, spread a little bit, hose, and I made sure I slid it down on that line, and I put a hose clamp on it, or a zip tie, sorry, and then made sure that these rubber stoppers are where they're supposed to be here. Well, that's it. I just got to put the clips on and they're in. So the trick to the metal, these metal clips, actually wasn't as hard as I thought to get to. As long as you're good with your fingertips, you can get them in there. But yeah, they won't go on very well first. I try to put them in first, and then, you know, you can clip the lines in. No, don't do that. Just put them on and then clip them on top of the lines. So it's much easier. Save yourself the hassle. But yeah, that's it. The upper line, they're not marked, so I kind of did the upper line first while the lower line was still sort of in there, and they match. So this upper part and that other upper part, they're bent a little bit differently, and you need, I put this one in first, but I shouldn't have. I was able to, you can finagle it in case you do, but back here, I don't know if you can see the line back there, but it has to go behind the shift cable. I was able to get enough space back and then get it back in there to get it behind the shift cable. But I think thought I was missing an exhaust manifold bolt. That might be a missing exhaust manifold bolt up there. All right, well, shiny things. Yeah, I'm just gonna put the clips in, put this fender well back in, and I think I'll be done. That's it. So yeah, like I said, you saw the location of those. The biggest thing is, like, do yourself a favor and remove that cross member, and then the fluid will drip straight down. Don't do it in the wind, because the wind was spraying the fluid at me. But yeah, it'll drip straight down into the pan, and you won't have to worry about it getting all over the guard there and then just kind of leaking everywhere. So I'm gonna dump the fluid out of the guard, spray some stuff down with brake clean, and clean this up, put the clips on, and be done with it. So, so yeah, guys, I think I'm gonna end it here. It's not a hard job. It's just a little bit of finesse getting into those spaces with those little clips. They come out really easy. They go back in actually quite easy with the line in. Just, you gotta get your fingernails up in there. And on the top one, you had to get 2 sets of fingers in there, but it wasn't as hard as I thought it would be. I didn't have to remove any brackets or anything else, just that rock guard, the fender well. Just remove the fender well and the tire. It's well worth that. It's going to be, just do it. It's going to go back in easy, and yeah, everything else should go back together pretty well. So I'll test drive it. I'm sure I won't have to come back and update you on a problem. But I'm going to tackle the next problem on this, which I think will be my next video. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. Like, subscribe, all the free things, and we'll catch you on the next one.